Yeah, I mean, it's for sure easier for the West to make it into top 8 than it was before. But it's not easier for... Yeah, I guess that's...
I mean, the downside is this. Look, I'd be fine with compromising, like, the integrity of who makes it to quarterfinals if there was double elim. But I think that this into a single elim is kind of fucked. Because, like, if you get a bad draw, like LNG draws JDG, right? Like, LNG could just be the second best team in the world. They could be on the same side of the bracket as JDG. And then, like, Gen G could get a mega easy side of the bracket if there is, like, a difference between LNG and Gen G. So I think that, like, the seeding is kind of... Like, the way it seeds in is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Wait, actually, how does it work for the quarterfinal draws? Both the two top advancements are the first seeds, right?
Yeah, they are the kings.
Wait, that doesn't even make sense.
It's 3-0, 3-0 is at opposite side of the bracket, and they play against the team that went 3-2. But one 3-2 team gets to dodge the bullet, that is Gen G and JDG. And I think
How
that
do they determine the difference between...
I don't even know how they
JDG
determine
already
that.
advanced, no? Didn't they already advance? JDG...
No, we mean for in the next draw, like the quarterfinals draws.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
And
Because there's 5 teams basically in the top 5, and then there's 3 teams after, right? So how do they decide between like the 4th and 5th team?
it's random.
Yeah. Oh, 4th and 5th is random? Bro, that's crazy. What?
It's like basically 3-0 team plays 3-2 team, 3-0 team plays 3-2 team, and one 3-2 team just dodges the bullet. And just says, wow, I get to play against a team that has a lower score. And honestly, we are lucky that it was JDG like Gen G, because they could have like killed each other at some point.
Yeah.
It's the GOAT.
Oh my god, wait, like this guy already... nah.
He's the good one.
Guys, don't be superstitious, okay? This guy is just doing his job.
But look into his eyes, man. Look into his eyes.
I mean, they get banned.
You want a pro player to do it? Maybe they want some competitive integrity.
But the people behind the scenes pledged told him, well, you started this, we're gonna finish this.
This is the referee, the doctor who stopped the fights at UFC 294.
Dude, it fucking hilarious. Imagine. Where are you? We're in the desert. Ah, we have to stop the fight. That's crazy, man.
Wait, what happened? Did someone stop the fights too early or too late?
Like, basically, there was an illegal shot to the head. Like a knee.
Like a football knee.
Yeah,
Oh,
and
shit, really?
anyway, like, they got a break of like 1 minute. A doctor came in. He asked the fighter, like, questions to see if he's like... it's like a concussed...
No smile at all with this guy.
Basically. Concussing
Look at
checks.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he
And
pretty
the guy-
much had a concussion for sure, like he was
Yeah,
completely
yeah.
dizzy. I like the
But
zoom
anyway,
in on
the-
the referee, bro, that was mental.
Yeah. Oh my god, bro.
Okay,
He's
let's
like
go, man.
cracking his knuckles, ready to fuck the whole tournament. It's so crazy, bro.
Wait, he started with the 1-2s this time, he fucking pivoted.
Yeah. Dude,
Get
it's
Gamma out
watch
of the way,
just
man.
okay. Cloud9,
Okay.
please Dom
Weibo
1 or
gaming.
Weibo. Please
Actually,
Weibo.
I want to
or
see
Dom 1.
Fnatic. I want to see Fnatic, Cloud9.
Yeah, but that
Actually-
makes the chances higher of Weibo Dom 1, bro.
Just no
Yeah.
gum, no gum. Just don't get a free buy like that, please.
Did you just want to see your team get? You just want to see NA get eliminated by like a
No,
fucking...
Bro, just put me
I
out of my
want
fucking
Weibo
misery.
and Damwon after the
Wait, what are they
Just
doing?
Show the guy,
Stop
show
showing
the
us the
screen.
bracket.
Rigged,
What are they
rigged,
showing?
Rigged!
Wait, they're not. They didn't show.
Wait,
Wait,
They
why would
didn't like
show
the draw.
this?
They didn't like the draw. They didn't like the draw.
What?
Wait, they're not
Oh
gonna
my
say what
God.
the draw is?
I mean, the
Oh, it's
Koreans were
Fnatic,
talking
Fnatic
something
C9,
with
Fnatic
someone.
C9.
Okay,
How
that's
do you
Fnatic.
know?
Okay.
How do you know?
Shock
They
said
said
it,
it. They
Shock
said it.
Oh.
Before now it's Fnatic.
Oh no!
Oh my god, please no Weibo, bro.
Oh shit!
33%!
That's such a fucking
No Weibo, man.
33%.
Praying for no
I'm
Weibo.
praying,
Oh, no.
I'm praying with them.
What if
Guys, put your hands together.
Man. To be
Yeah,
fair,
we
They're-
need to
they're
pray
not
right
gonna
now.
show
We need
us.
to pray.
they're not gonna show us actually.
Do we know? No.
Oh, it's in
Weibo.
Weibo. I could read it. No Weibo.
Oh,
it's
nice.
down.
Oh yes.
Nice.
Holy shit. Let's
Honestly,
go.
They're so
Alright.
happy, all of them.
Mad
Oh my
Weibo.
God.
Mad Weibo indeed.
All Korea
Mad
is
Weibo.
happy.
Goodbye. Goodbye,
The whole
Mad
Korea
Lion.
is celebrating. Korea is celebrating as we speak.
This the potential of 2 European teams to get knocked out. Fnatic against Cloud9, Mad against Weibo.
Good draw. Good draw, honestly. Very good draw.
Yeah, all right. He's improved. He's improved.
He's the goat now, actually.
Or he's just doing this so that he can just really fuck us
He
in the
can
next one.
completely
With,
fuck it up, yeah.
G2 NRG,
After this, I want him next year to use him.
KTT1, LNG Billy Billy.
Fnatic is crazy. Wait, who wins that? Who do you think wins that? Because I think both teams look kind of bad.
I think Fnatic probably wins it, but it can go either way.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would favor Fnatic slightly, but I think Berserker
I think
is
Fnatic
much better
bot
than
lane, but I think Fnatic bot lane has played actually kind of decent, no, in most games.
I think
Like at least in the lane. In the lane itself, I think they're actually doing like some
Okay,
good things.
KT. No T1, no T1.
Okay, no T1. Put your hands together, guys. Pray again. Pray again.
Wait, who matched so far?
C9 Fnatic,
After.
Mad,
Damwon and Weibo.
Mad Weibo.
Please, no T1. Okay.
Okay, big.
Good
This
matchup.
guy's the GOAT.
Good
This guy is
matchup.
the GOAT.
He's actually the GOAT.
What's the
He is
matchup?
GOAT.
KTL and G?
But we don't know. But like, it just as long as they don't play against each other, it's fine.
KT is kind of unlucky, by the way. This tournament.
He won.
He won.
I'm down for some T1
Wait,
Billy
so
Billy,
there will be
honestly.
Yeah. Wait, that
so
would
there's
be
high
just
chance for
guaranteed Western
G2
team. Wait,
energy.
this
Yeah.
could be guaranteed Western team, guys. This could be guaranteed Western team if he draws BLG right here.
33%. 33%.
Bro, there's a chance to get guaranteed Western team.
Draw RNG, please. Like,
Everyone
oh my god,
Oh,
it's a
no.
guaranteed Western team.
Oh my god, bro.
Oh my lord.
Guaranteed Western team in quarterfinal.
Yeah, wait,
Is Energy G2 or what?
Energy
Yeah, it's
G2,
NRG G2.
Yeah, one of them makes it guaranteed.
Nah, man.
Guaranteed
Nah.
Western team.
Lol.
That's pretty
That's
troll,
rigged,
actually.
by the way. That's rigged.
I mean, that's troll, yeah.
That's actually so rigged, it's crazy.
Look, he can't believe it. This woman can't believe it either. Like, she's like,
Damn.
Holy shit.
Wait, to be fair, G2 did beat Weibo and Damwon, so it's
Yeah.
like low-key deserved for them.
Yeah, exactly. And NRG also it's deserved because they beat TL and Mad.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, never mind.
I mean, it's like for the, to be fair, the third match is for the memes, but the first two are fucking crazy matches.
Yeah.
Holy. Honestly, I'll take that.
boys.
I'll take that draw. I'll take it.
Yeah, I'll take it. It's not bad.
I mean,
can
the
take
matches are hype at least, though.
Yeah.
I swear to God,
I mean, there
though,
is like, yeah.
if we get some goofy ass fucking draw in the 2-2s,
It's
that
like,
would be like hell.
it's at least it's cross regions, right? Like, it's cross regions, that's kind of hype. Like, it's the point of international.
But two draws are like have the potential for being the worst.
Like, imagine NRG lose against G2 and then they draw fucking Fnatic in the 2-2.
Fnatic. Yeah.
To be honest, I'm hyped to see like at least like G2. I feel like they deserve to make top 8, and then we see them in one best of 5. You know, maybe they can do something there.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's take a look. Team Liquid versus GAM, game 1. I think, without a doubt, guys, without a doubt, Rumble is so OP, and I think that there's this delusion from mid laners all over the world that are telling their team, I cannot play Rumble with AP. I think Rumble is super S tier. I think that there's so many melee supports. There's so many melee supports in the meta. Rumble doesn't have a lot of answers top. What did Saken say? I didn't see what Saken wrote. Is Saken here? What did Saken say? Saken despises Rumble because of double AP? Oh, it's a delusion. Rumble is so OP, guys. It secures you. Rift Herald doesn't fall off. And I think a crucial thing about Rumble is that his E reduces magic resistance. I think he has very good itemization, very strong itemization, very good for the game. I think that there is always CC, always CC in the game. And I think in this particular one, like, I put everything in tiers at the World Championship. There's tier 1, which is JDG, Genji, LNG, Bilibili. And then there's tier 2, which is T1, KT, you know? And it's like G2 is up there. I'm not saying that they're all on the same tier, but in terms of how you interpret champion strength and how gameplay is, at that level, there's layers to it. When it comes to the tier 3 League of Legends, which is TL versus GAM, right? I'm not rating the teams the same. Then champions like Maokai are insanely broken. Insanely OP, because it just gives everyone direction. Rumble, I think, has no realistic counter. You can pick champions that can set up ganks for him. You can play like Rumble, Lee Sin, and you can maybe gank him. That's possible, you know? So Rumble gets picked, Maokai gets picked, enemy goes Kisante Javan. I thought here in this spot, Zaya being out, I thought that maybe they're gonna look for Kalista. I thought that this is something they're gonna play. Here on 3, you can pick Tristana, you can go Yone. There's some options here. There's some options. But they went Tristana. I think Tristana is very hard to play against Orianna, so I'm not a big fan. It's like you need to have so much freedom, and even with that freedom, I feel like Orianna can fight back. Kalista gets banned. They answer with Kai'Sa ban, Alistar, and then Rel. Same thing here. Tier 3 League of Legends should not play Thresh. Should not play. Is Galio a possibility? I don't think so. Who got drawn first? NRG got drawn first. NRG has side selection against G2. G2 was the last team to be drawn. So, Zeri gets picked. And I think here usually you want to pick Rakan or Nautilus and pick AD on 5. But maybe he's just limited in his pool. I don't think Aphelios Thresh is that great of an answer, especially because Rakan can be picked on 5. I think that Thresh needs to do way too much work to win. Yo, Samuel Hu, thank you very much for the tier 1, I appreciate you. Thank you for getting me close to the 70-30 split. It would be very, very nice. That's something that pains me a little bit about streaming on the G2 channel, but, you know, we gotta do what we gotta do, you know? We need to give the content to the people, do it ad-free, as per usual. Thank you very much for the support. Why not Galio has a passive MR shield? Mate, it doesn't really matter. It's like, sure, you can set up some ganks with Galio, but it ain't it, mate. It ain't it. Once again, a special thank you to Kamito for giving me the raid. That's the only reason I'm up here in the 9k clouds, bro, guys. Kamito sent his army over here and lending some support. So Aphelios gets picked. I think Nautilus would have been better. Nautilus Rakan, I would have just enjoyed it more. Even though KoJJ is a good Thresh, I think it's just harder to win games. And when there is going to be imprecisions, which we can almost assume is going to be the case in a tier 3 game, I think it's not that great. Let's continue. Void Reaver. Do you mean Cho'Gath? Is Cho'Gath the Void Reaver? Thank you,
now
relax.
0 and 2 where they can't drop this best.
Oh, Kassadin, no. Kassadin used to be good, but not good anymore, guys. Kassadin has been nerfed too many times and reworked too many times. Take care, Jenny Jumper. I think a big problem here, I think Pioshik didn't take control of the river well enough in this game and didn't take Drakes when he had them for free. I think this was quite problematic. Here he went into bot side and KoJJ is contesting. I think KoJJ doesn't need to show on the wave because the enemy is not hard pushing. Was Nautilus open? Nautilus was open. Who raided? Kamito raided. Here I think Thresh doesn't need to show on the wave because Slater is not hard pushing, so KoJJ doesn't need to use his sum here for free. I think this is not that great. He used flash and lost his HP. And here I think that GAM can crash the wave because they have Rakan here, but it seems like Aphelios is out pushing it. And now there's no longer a freeze on bot, so Thresh has no flash. But in this moment here, with the guns on Aphelios and Appa condition, I think that there is potential room to do Draco for this. So Tristana TP's back. Orianna TP's. Actually, I'm looking at this now. I think with mid condition, you can't do anything. You can't do Drake. Because I remember when watching this live, I thought that this is a Drake angle, but it just isn't. It's not. Let's take a look at this play on top. Wait, does Summit Q3 run out as the R's? Wow. That's actually unfortunate. His Q3 runs out. His Q3 runs out. Okay. Alright. Let's continue. Yeah, Rumble is slow pushing out and will have ult. It managed to survive on top. I think that Rift Herald will be hard for blue side. So I think that in this moment here, considering this condition here, I think that Javan should not do Raptors and he should do Drake here. I think it's easier. Here as well, he could have died easily. Like, Kati just eased the blue buff. He fucking eat the blue buff. Which is quite tragic. Look at that E. Oi. And then he flashes into the wall. Like, Tristana is smiling there, but in real life he is not smiling. And we continue. And then the Hex flash over to kill Kati after that play. Decent. Well played by Coach JJ. Here I'm very surprised that Orianna decides to go melee form here. I think that Orianna should die here. I think that APA really trolled here. This is really bad. Really bad. And Eon, like, Team Liquid get the first Drake at 12 minutes, even though they were in full control of the game. Now with Orianna having no flash down, the Maokai ults, as long as they have control of river, is very free. I don't like always that Pioshik is farming. I feel like he always needs to take control of the river first and then play on the lanes. Because the Orianna and the Javan, like, Orianna didn't have space and bot didn't have enough space. And I feel like there's a extreme lack of synergy around mid jungle. Here after the kill on mid, I think that Maokai should play bottom side because his camps are alive and he needs to defend bot. And if Maokai right now is in river right now and walking towards bot and playing, I think it would be better. Slater didn't need to flash forward because already the trade is good. It's like Pallet plays it pretty fucking good and they push her forward. Because look at the condition right now. And Slater here is playing on the TP, is looking for lethal, but he doesn't get it. And Eon times this red weapon ult really well. I thought that the Blade Ruin King buy was quite interesting from Zeri. I don't mind it too much, honestly. Like, you get some good components in lane and you spike pretty hard when you finish Blade. I actually don't mind. I think Blade Ruin King looked perfectly okay. It looked very okay. Here I'm not sure. Pioshik doesn't know how Kisanta works. Like, Pioshik just needs to make sure that Summit collects him, and then that's okay. But didn't happen. He's just tanking him. It's like Summit is just a spectator. This is me at KCX, you know, I'm sitting in the crowd. I'm enjoying the show. You know? And that's it. Keep in mind here, Tristana pushed top all the way. She's farming, and TL is grouping as 5 on mid. Zeri has the first move onto mid lane, and of course Tristana's pushing top. This was to trade 1-for-1 here is terrible, of course. Very bad. Here I don't think there is much reason for Gam to actually pursue something. I think if they play on the waves, I think it would be better. And then they would have a tempo advantage, but they're looking for a fight. Just looking item-wise, I think that red side composition becomes very strong at 2 core. Okay, they look for a fight. Rumble is here. Rumble has no ult, you know. That's like another reason why I wouldn't think it's super interesting. I think just like from how this looks like, I don't think that there's a point in pursuing this. Ziggs into Xayah, it depends on damage mix. Kadril didn't raid. I think Kadril never raids. Kamito raided. We continue. Really like Gam's setup here. They open with support jungle on top. And they leave Slater on mid. He has enough vision right now to push. So they can just open through top. I think this is really well played. This is good from Gam. Unfortunate. That's all. Very unfortunate. Very unfortunate if you ask me. Yeah, Tristana probably could just buffer the ult, but no biggie. We have the final fight that is kind of deciding here at the Drake. I think that Palet's Hex Flash is pretty fucking good, and the timing with it on the Maokai ult is pretty decent. They get the turn though, but they use a lot to kill him. And the Maokai ult roots, 2 really crucial targets. Slater ults air, but the fight is already decided and over. Here, once again, Pioshik. I feel bad for the man, he cried on stage, you know, but like, why doesn't he put his ult down, you know? Like right now, I think that Team Liquid can actually win this game. But right now, this cage is caging Yeon. Once again, this is me at KCX, bro. I'm in the crowd, I'm chilling, I'm drinking fucking white wine. This ain't it, man. This ain't it. Like, imagine he just puts this R down and he's fighting with him here. Or if Yeon just walked and pathed like this. Look how many shurikens he has. He has shuriken for days. Pioshik had a horrible game, I think. Terrible game. Let's see Mao can be OP one more time before we move on to the next game. I have no idea what Yeon is doing here, man. Good play from Levi, but I don't know what the fuck they're looking for here, man. What do you mean? He had green-white. He had green-white, he would keep chakrams if he's hitting. Game over. Take a look at game 2. Alright, Xayah, Rakan. Switch up the bans, Orianna, remove it and look for Xayah first pick. I think that makes sense. I don't think that the Orianna will look so strong here. APA seems to like to play off-meta shit. Syndra, Renata, Rakan, Nico. Nico is an APA classic. And then Draven on 3. I think Draven here is a little bit optimistic. You need to be a very good Draven player to pull this off. I think Kalista probably is a little bit a more reliable champion, but they went for Draven, which is a fine lane into Xayah, right? You do have some opportunities to win and swing, but if you need to be Hansama, you mean? No, there's like Jackie love Draven, you know. But nevertheless, if you make one mistake, you can lose the whole game for you, you know. Javan Jax, I was surprised here that the Kindred lock-in happened, but once again, it's another like tier 3 League of Legends type of thing here at the tournament. Is like sticking to comfort and assuming mistakes is fair play. I think on paper here, Kindred is garbage, really bad, but he managed to make it work. Respect. It's like for me to play Kindred against Vi, Draven, Renata, Syndra is terrible. Really rough. Really rough. But he managed to make it work. Like Pioshik really carried this game, I think, and he did a very good job. Who's playing tomorrow? Nobody's playing tomorrow. In regards to everything else, it's like Renekton blind with Jax out is perfectly fine. Here, the best jungler that the blue side can have is Nocturne in my mind. Break until Sunday? No. Break until Thursday. Just lying for free? Okay. Alright. The early game looked good for bot. They managed to chunk JJ, they stack a wave, and for some reason on 2 waves, when they crash 2 waves here, it's like they need to ward. Like the way they play this lane, to not ward is very troll. So now Kindred is hopping over the wall, and all you need to do is drop a ward and river, and then you have a lot more information to play with. I think it would have been better. So like, look how Gamma is playing. It's complete psycho. And if they know that Kindred is in this area right now, that they would spot with the ward that they could place, then they don't use spells and Kindred can't gank them. Here, of course, KoJJ, it seems like he ints right, but he does force the spells out of Renata to make sure this is a 1-for-1. And Kindred didn't mark Draven as far as I know. Like I think that the mark for Draven happened too late. Or maybe I'm crazy. I'm trying to understand here. Because I think that he marked Draven too late and it didn't have a time to charge. As you can see, as Vi marked now and then he switches over. I think he killed Draven too fast. He did not get the mark. So 0 marks. I think if they have that ward and river, I think Kindred is kind of fucked in the game. I know you can see the marks, guys. Here is a very interesting situation as well, because the mark was spawned on bot. The mark was spawned on bot, and just because Kindred kills the crab so late, the first mark spawns on the other crab. Which is kind of an interesting play here from Kindred, that she waits to take the crab until the last camp, and then crosses into enemy jungle. So the next mark is on crab. And the timing here of Yoshik shows some Kindred nuance here, you know, some one-trick magic. I like that. Vi made a massive commitment. I think that here it's important that after Vi shows on bot, I think that Pioshik really needs to defend his own Raptors. I think if Vi gets these Raptors, her investment into bot is unpunished. Really unpunished. Fast forward a little bit. Big kill on bot. No mark though for Pioshik. Next moment in the game is just Herald. And here, the timing here of the E is crucial here for Kati, because he manages to push away the Nico to not get the ult damage down, which was crucial to try to kill Kati here. And the E gets so much value, and then Pallet, of course, lands a beautiful Q. I think Pallet played pretty decent today, honestly. He had a good series. I think this is a good example, you know. I think that generally speaking, Kindred is really fucking hard to play against this comp. There's a lot of tools that execute, there's a lot of big AoE ultimates, there's a lot of long range CCs that force you to press your ult. So it's a very tough Kindred game. So I was impressed by Pioshik that he managed to get that thing going for himself. The timing here on the marking as well is really good here from Pioshik. No flash on Kati. Here I think that APA, the way he used his clone also was pretty decent. Like he controlled it and faked and then he walked. But Kati flash time is perfectly timed, so this is well done. I think that Kati cannot be walking on the wave the way he did. I think Kati, like after he pushes this, can be safe, but he decides to walk. Like as you can see, he's walking forward. This is really troll. Yeah, typically good Kindred games are the games where the enemy is very commit heavy. I think it's like Kindred is decent against like compositions that can only go in one go and have to commit very, very deep and far. And Syndra E, for example, is not a big commitment. Blitzcrank is not a big commitment. Vi ult, Kindred can be good against Vi, but it goes both ways, right? Because she needs to ult as Vi is flying in because she can die in the CC chain, right? But the crucial thing here is like Renata, Draven, Syndra, even Cannon. It's big AoE ultimate. He can hold it, and then when Kindred ult lands, can go. You know. It's like it's good against Vi in isolation, can be good, but it goes both ways for Cannon. If people are stacking in the big ultimate, he can hold W and then can W out of the pop of the heal. Yeah, Kindred is terrible here, but he really did well. Like, look how fed he is. This is a Q auto on pallet here. There's a lot of damage with the Trinity Force. Good with Sem by 2. I think was solid. Yeah, I don't know this pathing from Team Liquid. They want to hover into top, but they take this really bad path. I don't know why. Because look here, Kindred is on top turret. He wants to place Herald, and these guys are hitting mid turret on mid. This is like horrible, terrible mistake. They're hitting mid turret and they get caught like this. Like Eon also is eating every Q, you know, eating it, and he's just 1 HP. Levi with the good ultimate though on Rakan. Eon has to ult no matter what. Thank you, Matthew. Thank you. Yeah, I think this was a good sniff. Kiaya felt safe because his mid laner just TP'd from Tribush, but they found the kill. And then Kiaya here, if I remember correctly, also wastes... Actually, he doesn't waste flash. I think it's in the next death he does. Thank you, Robert, your mother's brother. I think this is an example of how Kindred is tougher to play into this type of draft. Okay. At the end of the days, APA did get tier 2 for this engage on mid, so it's not too terrible. They also managed to defend the mid turret, so it was all cool. Here Kiaya does a massive blunder. I think that Summit finding this all in is pretty good with the stride breaker. Big issue with Cannon, right? Why we see so little Cannon is that he falls off a cliff when it comes to how he manages side. And people have tried to solve this with Riftmaker Conqueror builds, but he doesn't pack the same punch then, you know? He really falls off a cliff on side. It's like Mercs makes him lose every 1v1 in the game. And he doesn't have a good way of buying these items. Obviously here he completely ran it down, but him running it down is like him just finding contact. Are you happy about the draw, Yamato? I'm actually really fucking satisfied. Considering how bad it could have been, I am very satisfied. If NRG beat G2 somehow, then it's terrible though. It's a good draw if G2 win. Like G2 put in their work, you know. They were seed 1 and they beat they beat 2 seed 4 Eastern teams. I think that's fair play, you know? Kaya burned flash here, and Summit, knowing the wave comes, is going to wait with his flash because he didn't want to flash on, of course, the energy, the Cannon E. And now all of a sudden, you know, in these last 5 minutes, we've seen Cannon die 3 times, and blue side has recovered this game in a very beautiful fashion. Here I said as well, you know, Renekton's pushing bot, but you should mask your Renekton by hitting Nash always. You don't believe in G2 enough? I don't know. I think that G2 would be underdog against all of the other teams in that top 6. They would be underdog against, I think probably the easiest matchup would be like T1. This is kind of a meme. Not sure how Yeon doesn't get the root off, but yeah, I think G2 is the 8th best team, and I think they can be competitive with Weibo. I think that if BDD plays active champions, I think that he's really, really insane. Like, BDD is really, really good. And I think that I think BDD definitely like underperformed in some game, like on the Talia versus Bilibili, but turns out Talia sucks ass, so I think G2 is not favored in the rematch against Weibo, but I think they're favored in the matchup against Damwon. But I think still that would be close. I think people have a very skewed opinion of G2. Do you think G2 can maybe make semis? I think they can make semis if Fnatic or NRG face each other in the 2-2 matchup, and that they face each other in the first BO5. Or if they somehow... The thing is, the odds of them drawing like Weibo or Damwon is extremely low. Extremely low. I don't think G2 is better than KT, you know. Let's take a look at game 3. I'm seeing some terrible opinions in chat today. Terrible opinions in chat today. Absolutely horrific. So disrespectful to Weiwei. This is just Twitch chat every day though? Not every day. It's on and off. Alright, let's take a look. Gigabyte Marines going to the final game. They get the Xayah first pick. Dum dum dum. Dum dum dum. Kindred, Ziggs, Nico, TL ban, Orianna, Rumble, Maokai. No trade for Orianna, Xayah. They open Xayah. No open Rumble as well after the first game. The Maokai ban as well. Like, they're not setting up any trades, right? It's like Bioshik wants to play a carry jungler. Bioshik wants to carry. APA doesn't want to play Orianna. And Rumble fucked them in game 1. And that's terrible. What would you say is a legitimate answer to Xayah B1 from bot lane? I think Caitlyn, Ashe, and Kalista, and Ziggs. if you are curious to find out more about how to draft at the World Championship, I made a video. Well, I made a stream that turned into a video. Let's see what it is. There it is. Wow. Wow. What a great video. What a great video. If you want to be smart in your friend group, watch this video, guys. Kog'Maw. I highlighted Kog'Maw here into Kai'Sa. But okay. Xayah, enemy takes Rakan Kai'Sa. Xayah will be winning in the bot lane. Wukong blind. I think Wukong blind into Yoshik is very smart. He wants to play AD carry junglers, and Wukong is pretty decent into them. Rakan Kai'Sa, Xayah will have winning matchup bot. Wukong, Syndra blind, best Kati champion. I think that Ahri, like... I think here, probably the best champion that you should play. I don't know, maybe you should play like Vi and 5 pick top. Can you link in chat? I did already. Yoshik isn't good at Wukong. I don't know how that's relevant. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know who you're listening to, or if you have demons in your house. I'm not quite sure where this is coming from. I'm saying Wukong is good against everything that Yoshik plays. Alright, Ahri gets picked. Ahri you need to pair with AD junglers, you know. I think if you want to pressure Syndra, if enemy has Sejuani, Ahri, Syndra is completely unpressured in such a game. They blind pick Jax, they follow up with K'Sante. I think here if Gam were really clean, I think that they could have picked Poppy here. Poppy is a champion that I think that could be picked a lot more often. If Poppy was picked here into Jax blind, that would have been crucial. And then it's like Yoshik won the games that Team Liquid won in playoffs to get to the World Championship. It was all like Yoshik carry games. I don't want to pull them up actually. I regret even contemplating that. Yoshik definitely has to carry. Yoshik has to carry this team. To be fair though, Yoshik really griefed this one. He really choked. Can they go R2 Wukong and R3 Kai'Sa? Bro, Wukong is not broken. They picked Wukong because it takes a big shit on the champion pool that Yoshik wants to play. It was a very good read. But that doesn't make Wukong OP.
Yeah, as we were talking about.
So first and foremost, we had this gank on mid. I want to rewatch this gank on mid because I thought that they can burn Syndra Flash. First part of the W, miss. Really bad. He misses the first pass to W. I don't know where he's aiming, bro. I think you can get stun off here. Kati needs to flash and it's a decent gank like this. He just loses tempo. And then Wukong is first on level 4 and takes the crab and river. Now we have this 2v2 top side. I think that Summit should pot up and Biscuit up because he should know this is coming. Summit now is on cooldowns, so he shouldn't keep trading. Like they should know where Wukong is. I think that Summit, the moment he gets this trade off, right, this trade, he should peace out. He should peace out. I don't know why he's extending more because he's giving He's giving the guy more space. Stop posting your lol sketch link, mate. I don't know why Summons is committing it to trade. He's just losing HP for free. No reason at all. He's getting Q3'd. And Summit has no E here, right? And this is unnecessary. Extremely unnecessary for Summit to lose this much HP. It extends though. Summit pots up. And he biscuits up. So he's going to have some HP back here. And there's a contestation on the wave. Now Summit has E back. I think if Levi W's to the right to dodge away from the Kesante spot, kills the cannon with smite and continues, I think that Levi can already carry here, but he fucked up. Because keep in mind, Jax has no flash and no Q, so I think that he can actually murder here, but he's actually just getting eat by Jax, and it's a big one, right? And then he gets the spells from Pioshik too. Imagine he was invis on the right, would have been big. Here as well, the extension is very bad from Levi because he decides to commit after the fact, and here Pioshik cancels his auto. As you know, Sejuani, when she presses E, she can like shatter the stun and do a lot of damage, but she just cancels the auto. And then the E runs out, and then the basic attack doesn't do enough damage. Terrible. Very bad. And then here, okay, we're thinking to ourselves, Pioshik, he can just flash away. No problem. That's gonna be cool. And then Pioshik doesn't even flash away. And now top is over. Top is over. Summit sheds a tear. But the homies in the back. Wukong also has a very, very free game. This bottom crab that Pioshik went for as well is a shitty crab, the one that doesn't give XP. He waited for Q3. He should just fucking flash. Like if you can't react to fucking Kesante, then, you know. There's the cancel. Ah, that's rough. And they could have won the top situation, really. Halogen 6, no one cares. No one cares, mate. This, CoJJ kind of bailed them out, because this could have gotten dangerous too. If Team Liquid commit first on Kesante, it would have been a disaster. But already it's like... sorry, I missed completely how Jax ran it down. I forgot about the Q3 that lands. And this is just... nail in the coffin. Nail in the coffin. Eon's not gonna carry. And Jax just completely ran it down. Here Pallet should take the long route around to bot to connect with his Xayah. What happened to Summit? Well, he got griefed by Pioshik, that's what happened to Summit, and then he ran it down. Like the lane was already hard. Unironically here, I think that Gigabyte Marines come out ahead here. They use Ahri ult, Sejuani ult, and important tempo to kill Pallet. The thing is, they can chunk Pallet and maybe kill him without burning any of this. And then it would have been a lot better. But the issue here is, just because they used these ultimates, Wukong that is doing Herald will actually cross and do Drake and push them off Drake. And Slater gets to contest the bot wave. He caught one wave and he pushes another one. And these guys, they don't do it too fast, right? They are proccing E with Rakan auto attacks. That's cool. That's nice. And not even Ahri gets the kill, and they get pushed off Drake, and then the game is lost. Unironically, the game is lost. Wukong has had the smoothest transition to a Divine Sunderer. They've managed to get Rift Herald, they've managed to get first Drake, and K'Sante is 3-0, and Jax will never be useful again. What is the hope for TL? Their hope for TL is that the game gets dirty, and they have a good time. I think CoJJ made a bit of a neat play here, but sadly CoJJ is the one who gets the kill with the Ignitus Maximus. Yeah, this is definitely full comfort picks for GAM 2. It's like when I think of Gigabyte Marines, I think of Xayah, I think of Syndra, and I think of Wukong, and I think Yaya is a good, decent K'Sante, but this is also, yeah, for sure, full comfort. I think just the issue for Team Liquid is that they don't want to play Orianna, don't want to play Maokai, so they can't even trade them for Xayah, and then they don't want to play against Rumble because the first game they got fisted by it. So, there's that. There's that. Let's take a look at this fight because it seemed like CoJJ found a good engage to me. Let's see how it plays out. I feel like some of the carries of Team Liquid just went too melee because Wukong is getting too much value. It's like APA ults over when it's not necessary, and I'm looking now, I have to look at what Yeon does in this fight. He's hitting. Alright, Yeon does what he can. I think APA just kind of runs it down, I'm not gonna lie. What did APA just do? Look at APA. Like APA could ult here and play and take his time, and then Wukong doesn't get the same amount of value. I think APA just kind of greased it here. Sejuani doesn't have ult. I'm wondering here if it's just a bad time to fight too, because it looks to me as if it's tough, right? Because I'm not so sure if it's even winnable against the state of this K'Sante, you know? But I feel like things get worse with time. Jax had no ult. Sejuani no ult. Lights out. We have I think Team Liquid just collapsed after this. Completely collapsed. They lost their mind. I wanted to highlight this. This was pretty funny to me. I think this is like a reportable offense, this whole sequence, as a final note and a goodbye to Team Liquid. So these homies died here, and then they are trying to meet up here again. CoJJ died, and they're piecing out. And then we have this. Oi, 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 oi. And now, look at APA's inventory. So Drake is going to be slain here. There's no Drake, there's no nothing. For some reason. So let me educate you guys something. If we learn anything from Team Liquid, then it's cool, you know? If we learn when to buy elixirs, you know when drinks say that they have the flavor is blue or like blue raspberry, and you just know, wow, this is a scam. What the fuck is a blue flavor? At least call it blueberry, you know? Like it's just blue flavor. This elixir purchase is terrible because right now Drake is gonna be taken for free because everybody is dead, and it doesn't blend into anything. It can be okay. It can be. I know this is grief, but I think he used it to clear the wave and take the bounty ASAP. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. You think that him having blood pot it makes the way faster? Nah, mate. If he thinks that, it's even worse. It's even worse if he thinks that. I wouldn't mind if he bought the elixir and he's thinking, guys, we have to fight Nash or we will lose the game. But this is incredibly troll. But the thing is, he drinks it when there's no combat happening. There's no combat. If his reasoning is to spend 500 gold to get a turret, you know, someone needs to check on his accountant. I have a bridge in Brooklyn to sell him. Additionally, I didn't understand why Blue Side is buying so much fucking MR. I thought that Mauve Malmortius is such an overkill. Like here, this should be Mercs, and that's it. Mercs. Mercs is perfect. Just buy Mercs. Enemy has CC, you get Mercs, you get MR for all the chip damage, and you're happy. But Malmortius is a bit too much. I don't subscribe to that. I thought this was kind of funny. Here Ari buys another blue elixir, but he uses it in base. Not that it matters too much, but he just drinks it, slurps it. And yeah, that's the end. Team Liquid, Gigabyte Marines just slammed them, sent them home. Dom said it best, at least they have to always, you know, at least they don't have to buy that many train tickets. Kazi last tweet has to be troll. Alright, let's see Kazi last tweet. This is safe for stream. Yeah, of course it's troll. You think he's serious? Of course it's troll. Alright. An even bigger disappointment. Even bigger disappointment. BDS. I didn't think that DK had a chance to lose, but the way they lost was just so pathetic. Nevertheless, to say goodbye to BDS in this year, like BDS accomplished a lot this year. Was it a disappointment? I think it was expected. Of course the result was expected, but the way they played was terrible. BDS played well. I don't think that you're serious. NA lost to Vietnam. How is this the bigger disappointment? Disappointment is a subjective matter, right? I couldn't care less about Team Liquid. I have homies on BDS. Nevertheless, DK versus BDS. I think BDS on red side have a very big problem. I think the fact that DK got drawn first and them having side selection is a very big problem for BDS. They ban Kalista, Zaya, Jarvan. I think that this Jarvan ban needs to be Rumble ban. I don't know how Rumble managed to go into 4-5. They banned Gnar instead of Rumble. That is crazy. BDS need to be so fucking scared of Rumble that even if the enemy player had 0 solo queue games or 0 competitive games, on this patch you need to remove Rumble. Rumble is the biggest counter to Adam in my opinion. Biggest counter. Nico first pick. BDS went LeBlanc Lee Sin. I don't know why BDS thought that the plan should be that we are going to fight them 2v2 on mid. I don't know where this comes from. The funniest thing is, right? The funniest thing is that they banned Jarvan. They banned Jarvan to pick LeBlanc Lee Sin. Why did BDS why did BDS forget all of the things they've learned about themselves? You know, the key thing why playing teams do well in a lot of cases, coming into the tournament, right, is that they learn everything about themselves, everything that works and what doesn't work. And they have a more solid identity when it comes to the group stage than some of the other teams that might have to warm up. At some point, BDS were banning Cannon, Rumble. I understand the Kalista ban, I understand the Xayah ban, but the Jarvan ban, especially if you're planning to pick LeBlanc Lee Sin, or was LeBlanc Lee Sin is their counter into Nico? Because at least Gum, right? Gum understand exactly where they are. BDS showed all their cards and planes. Yeah, but you're saying that as if they can't play the same card at least. Why can't they play the same card? It's not like you play a hand once and then all of a sudden those cards get burnt. No, you reshuffle the deck and deal, you know? Why do you ban Jarvan if your plan is to pick LeBlanc Lee Sin? And if someone tell me LeBlanc Lee Sin is some counter to Nico first pick, I have another bridge in Brooklyn to sell you. Like, I have them on end, guys. Caitlyn Lux gets picked. I like Caitlyn Lux. I think it's solid. I think that BDS answered with a good, solid champion. Blitzcrank, I think it's cool. Jax, Gnar ban. Not banning Rumble here, I think is troll. I think here we see a bit of the flaw of Adam, right? It's like Adam not being able to play Rumble is a flaw. Adam it's like if the enemy is willing to blind Rumble, Gnar, in some cases Jace, Cannon, I think it beats most of these top laners that Adam likes to play. Guys, the Blitzcrank, get locked in. And then Rumble, Vi. And usually, you know, if you're inviting the Rumble, then here, Ornn pick would have been fantastic. Ornn would have been good, right? Ornn is really good here. You pick Ornn, you have Ornn into Vi. And all is cool. All is cool. But he picked Volibear. And the thing is, I like Volibear. I like Volibear. You open my op.gg, it's a demon op.gg. Didn't the Hokler just get barbecued by Rumble? Yeah. The Ornn was the problem in that game. We were definitely watching the same game. I'm a Volibear enjoyer. I'm a Volibear enjoyer. But I tell you, Volibear is a champion that needs to be played exactly the same way. Needs to be played exactly the same way as Darius, as Olaf. This is an all-in bruiser champ. If you can't stand on the wave, you're useless. So, I didn't like the TP. You play Lethal Tempo, and then you slam, you know? You slam, like really slam. And you have some windows to actually kill Rumble, but you need to be bold. You need to be really bold, and you need to understand your damage really good. But in this game, not that good. Not that good. He seemed very inexperienced on the Volibear.
The night or the...
So it's like early levels, Adam should win. It's like here already, it's like looking, like when I saw his first E placement here, I knew he's not good. when I saw this first E placement and how he walks out of the bush before Volibear puts his hand down, I knew he's not good Volibear. Sadly. I already knew it. So basically, if you do it in the bush, then the animation is very fast. And here, the idea is that you should look to pressure on the melees. You should look to pressure on the first melees. And then you just look at the enemy movement and then you play off of it. Then you play on your E. The E spell makes Volibear so OP level 1. The main issue here though is you're playing flash TP. He's playing flash TP and he overpushed. Like Adam overpushed, he crashed 2 waves instead of stacking 3. And then Cannon will have priority on level 3 and then he's going to be able to crash the wave, and already Volibear has lost a very big window where he's strong. Because Rumble early levels is not as strong. But you can see here with the wave position crashing 2, Adam is going to be weaker already. Hello Gen 6, I'm gonna tell you the truth, no one really likes you. So I'm going to time you out. Rethink your life, mate. Be more nice in chat, man. It takes a lot to get timed out, man. It takes a lot to get timed out, man. This was a very nice place from. This was a very, very nice play from Nuke. Very nice. Good E-flash. Very quick, smooth. I like that. What did he say? He's just being a clown. Like he's saying opinions that no one cares about. Just being like really nihilistic about Europe and the West as if it fucking matters. Just talking trash about every single European player. And I don't know, he probably bet money that BDS will win Worlds. He saw the like 1,000 to 1 odds and he's really sad. You know? It's like DRX could win. It's always fun when you time people out when they come back. When they come back and the first message they send. Because they get like 600 seconds to just cook up a storm. We're gonna see that big Bible and then we just know he's gonna get the permaban right after that. Alright. So as you can see here, Adam tried to deny the crash. But he's losing all his HP. I don't know why Adam lost all of his HP. And the tricky thing is he lost all of his HP and Rumble doesn't even need to base. It's like Adam is just fucked and he loses his defensive summoner. He loses his summoner, this TP, Kana conditions are fantastic, and the lane is already GG. Really GG. Especially here, it's like he comes back and he doesn't even have potions. Disaster. I don't think it's a counter to Rumble, it's a cheese pick into Rumble. You have some angles to win. It's a counter to Rumble the same way Garen is a counter to Jax. Here as well, like, you know Adam can actually like play for lethals here, but the way he uses E here is just not good. You know he can play for lethals here?
Battle cruiser operational.
Thank you, FPS. Like, you guys would be surprised how much fucking damage Volibear does. But he's playing flash TP, so it's like the Nimbus cloak will really fuck him over. Really, really fuck him over. The Nimbus cloak. But he is on the wave, and I don't know. No, I'm not getting annoyed for C. It's okay. Not really getting annoyed. Just we get to have fun when people talk shit. That's the price. It's like I get to make fun of you. I don't think Nara's fine in the Rumble. I think Adam cancelled an auto here. I think playing TP Volibear is completely pointless. I think that Adam here, if he auto W's into auto QR and he E's off of the Q, I think that he has lethal. But his flash is also... Yeah. Rumble didn't ult. I think also the fact that BDS didn't like gank bot to try to break the matchup bot is very, very bad. Like the fact that this is the first gank when enemy has Vi jungle. I wouldn't play TP on Volibear. I think it's completely useless. I think TP Volibear is trash. Unless you're playing like against... Nah, I don't know. I think TP Volibear is pointless. Yeah. Would you have saved E for later? No. You have to E for damage and for the slow. You have to. Like the most important thing is to hit E. Anything you can do to hit E, you do it. Now the issue is that red side composition has very little comeback mechanics. Such a game is completely centered around early game, and that's it, you know. It's like there's no combat mechanic, even though blue side has champions that can definitely like give shutdowns and then it gets hard. But the comeback mechanics are so limited. I tell you, Volibear is so useless if he's not ahead. Really, really useless. It's tough to explain how useless he is. I think here Kelly needs to W his Vi. I don't know why he doesn't do it. Like, he does it so late. But they trade 1-for-1. And they get the better bases. I think this is a fine lethality Kaiser game. Like, very explosive game. I think it's fine to play this build. Nico TPing and they spot it late, and Crowny and Shio get completely shakalaka locked, and the game is over. Oh, Kellen played a decent game, guys. Here Kellen should stay longer with Kate, but I think still with the way Kate played, I don't think it would have mattered. They had some good ideas trying to kill a Rumble on side, you know, they trapped him. Maybe this could have been a little bit different in a world where, let's say, Crowny spaces Vi a little bit better, and then they CC him with E of Blitzcrank and Q of Volibear, and then Crowny R's, and then they can play the game with LeBlanc having no TP actually. But Showmaker finds them all and the game is over. We go into game 2. I don't understand. It's like you ban Kalista Caitlyn, but to ban Xayah on blue, I think is so troll. So troll. I think this is so troll. I couldn't believe my eyes. How can you walk away from that game and not think we have to ban Rumble, Kalista, Caitlyn? How can that not be the takeaway? And then just pick Zaya over Oriana and then play the game. I couldn't believe it. DK get Alistair Rumble and then like the draft is already over. The draft is already over. I don't know. I don't know where this came from, right? I don't know. Nuclear Int. The last time I remember him playing Nico. Bro, the last time I remember him playing Nico was against fucking Leader. Where is it? Here. Team BDS versus Astralis. That's the last time he played Nico. He got so traumatized by this game against Yasuo that he banned Yasuo. His conclusion was that Yasuo counters Nico after that. Let me show you that game. Let me show you guys that game. It's fucking hilarious if you don't know. Astralis versus DK. Astralis. What's Astralis? Not Astralis, was DK. Sorry, BS. This is so fucking funny, guys. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Yeah, guys, Yasuo is a counter to Nuke and his Nico. It's a big counter. Look at that. Look at this. What's even happening on my screen, bro? You can't get used to it. Fucking Adam is getting spaced. Funny thing is, Rumble Top was in this game. Rumble Top was also in this game. And then there's a classic moment in this game too. Nuke pretty much got sliced and diced in this game, okay? He got completely like Bobby Schmurdered in this game, okay? Completely like annihilated. Look at this. Look at this. Wait. And then wait. He's completely fucked in the game, right? He's completely fucked. He buys a lost chapter, bro. He buys a lost chapter and then he sells it to buy to buy the alternator. Shit. Shit. It was all in the same game. But the point I'm trying to make. This was the last time brother played Nico, okay? The last time. He also played Spellbook Nico against Annie. Spellbook. And if your conclusion after that is that we need to ban Yasuo, that's crazy. That is crazy. Spellbook isn't bad though. Nah, bro. Don't even get me started. Nico at the time was one of the strongest laners in the game and you could annihilate anyone. Nevertheless, Nico, Rakan, Kai'Sa. It's like, if if they thought for some reason Yasuo could go bot, I'd be like, okay, maybe, you know? Maybe I'm making fun of it too much. But for me, the connection was so fucking hilarious that I wanted to say it. Hello. This for me? Oh. This coffee as well? I don't want coffee. Alright. Deft on Yasuo. I got fucking insane breakfast, bro. Blueberries, smoked salmon, tomato on a nice protein loaf of bread. Alright, Aphelios gets locked in, Wukong, and Olaf. So Olaf is a Hail Mary attempt against Rumble. I've seen Olaf do fine against Rumble in solo queue. And then Azir on 5. Azir into Nico, winning for Nico, but Azir is just a mage. This game was over quicker than the previous one.
For you to
Guys, breakfast is a compound of breaking fast. You're breaking, you're fasting. So your first meal of the day is always breakfast. It has nothing to do with the time frame. This is what the breakfast companies are trying to keep away from you. All right. Alright, so in this match up top, Rumble, Olaf can stack 3 waves, crash them against Rumble, and then the quest will be, can Rumble be strong enough to actually crash the wave? This was a nice plan, good start from BDS, I can't hate on this, you know? Right now they have a good opening start, all is good. The only thing that is confusing to me is, yeah, I don't know how Nico is getting so fucked on mid. His Showmaker is just a goat. It's like right now, Nuke is 1 potion down, HP down, and his CS down against Azir as Nico. The invade is extended, and Kana just barbecues them here. I think that Kana could have tethered a little bit better with his Q and not play for the autos. But here Adam flashes out and the Q still lands. And GG. Canyon misses Q on Crab. Happens. Really happens. He wards, Shio spots the little pet, and like here, they know, both know. Both know. I don't know what Shio's doing. Can't explain it. Can't explain it. I cannot explain it. You are saying that if Shio helps Olaf that they can kill? Let's see. Did Shio just abandon Lee? Is that true? We have to see now. I'm curious. I'm curious now. Nah, guys. Actually, he should fight. He should fight. He should fight. I think you guys have a point. But keep in mind, I think he could fight. But the thing is, Wukong armor reduce equals more healing. Isn't healing pre-mitigation? He sees Rumble. You see Rumble. Shio could save this. Lifesteal is post-mitigation? Let's see. Let's confirm this. The healing is based on post-mitigation damage dealt. Okay. Fair play. It is. I was wrong. I was wrong. But Shio definitely could. Here, when I was watching this live, I thought that Cannon had E ready. But if your Olaf can drop his HP this low, then for sure, of course, Wukong should have fought. Of course, Wukong should have fought. But this, I would have a hard time seeing this. This is very hard to see, I think. But either way, this is boosted. This is troll. Very troll. And honestly, the game is over. I'm not even joking. The game is just losing. No, the thing is, Elisen had E on cooldown. I can see it, but you don't see it because I'm covering it with my big face. I can do it like that so you see it. I don't know, did Shio just use W or he didn't skill W? I'm not so sure. Here I think Labrov kind of wins. He lets Killing just stack E dry. Like here he starts E, and then he Qs him out of W, and then he gets to auto him out of the root, and they have lethal. I think this is just the Labrov with bad spacing, very poor spacing. And I think that if Alistair uses E, you just have to play to E out and not play for W. But this is well played by Damon's bot lane. Killing gets clowned on, right? But I think in terms of lane, he's actually good. In terms of lane, he actually plays well. Yeah, this fucking Nico is fucking funny, bro. This is so fucking funny. But he did go alternator. That's true. Yeah, to be honest, this is done. Not super interesting to watch the extension of this game. This game was just pretty much over. It was a slow burner. Alright. That's it for this rundown. The things that are coming up, I can give you guys some gentle predictions. We will do matchup breakdowns closer. We will do some matchup breakdowns closer to, of course, the actual matches. But we have some fucking bangers here. I love this. All right. I think Fnatic beats C9. Why I think so, I will tell you guys in the week. Weibo beats Mad Lions. I would also tell you why, but you probably should know why at this point. Mad Lions is not great. Damwon should beat Gum. Pretty straightforward. And then KT Roaster versus LNG. I think LNG is favored in this one. Keep in mind here, whoever is on the left side is the team that was drawn first. Mad Lions has side select over Weibo. C9 got drawn first over Fnatic, so C9 has side selection. Mad Lions has side selection over Weibo because they are a higher seed. Damwon is a higher seed than Gum, and then KT Roaster is just got drawn first, and that's against LNG. NRG got drawn first against G2, and that's why they are the first team to play. I mean, first team to pick side against G2. And then we have T1 versus Bilibili. T1 got drawn first, and they are the same seed. Here we have same seed, same seed, same seed, same seed. Damwon got drawn first. Here, Mad Lions higher seed, same seed, C9 drawn first. That's lame that you get to choose just because you got drawn first. That's just straight up BS. No, why? It's random. So obviously blue side is strong. Blue side is strong, especially for teams like, teams like T1. I think they are happy to be on blue side because they are forcing Caitlyn bans, forcing Rumble bans. It's like T1 can definitely leverage blue side very, very well because beyond Xayah, they have Kate, Rumble, Renata lanes. They have a lot of bans that people want to do against them, right? I think that that's good. Good to keep in mind. For T1, they can really leverage blue side. I think Bilibili is favored, but I think that T1 has some odds here because they are blue, you know? NRG, I think that... I think G2 is just favored. I think LNG wins, Bilibili wins, G2 wins, DK wins, Weibo wins, Fnatic wins. That's pretty much my predictions. We'll do a deeper breakdown later on in the week, guys, before the matches start, so I can digest them properly.